Okay, so today we want to have a look at expanding your adverb word bank. Okay, now we've had a look at adverbs that tell us how something is performed. So it might be carefully, quickly, cautiously. Today we want to look at how often the verb is performed. Okay, so if we take the verb stir, you could stir regularly. You could stir continuously, which means without stopping. You could stir occasionally, so only every now and then. You could stir constantly. You could stir repeatedly, so do it once and then you repeat it and then you repeat it again. Okay, so these are all adverbs as well that tell you how often to do the verb. Okay. So if we have a look at another verb here, we've got check. So you might check your cake in the oven. So you might check your cake hourly, so every hour on the hour. You might check your cake frequently, which is lots of times. You might check your cake regularly, often. Now remember, our adverbs don't have to end in ly, and this is an example of that. You might check your cake often. You might check your cake once, okay? So only one time. So these are all adverbs that describe how often the verb is happening. So if we go back to stir here, I'm going to write an example sentence. So I'm going to have stir occasionally, I think. So if I write my sentence here, next, I'm going to start with my adverbial of time. Next, stir the mixture occasionally. Okay, so, oh, one S. Your adverb here, your how often adverb is occasionally. Okay, if we have a look at another sentence, so if I go back to the stir, I could say repeatedly. Okay, so then repeatedly, repeatedly stir the mixture until it is thick. Okay, so here my adverb that tells us how often is repeatedly because you do it once, you do it again, you do it again until it becomes thick. Okay, so that's an example of how to put it in a sentence as well.